Hello, I'm WP Suazo, and I'm here to talk to you about the monopoly matrix. What about monopoly? The US government has chosen to confront monopoly because monopolies take value from the consumer and keep it for themselves. Some would argue that being a monopoly, or the hopes or dreams of being monopolies, are what gets us all out of bed early in the morning. But for the meantime, monopoly is confronted. Why? Because monopolists maximize profit. So, profit max is usually where most monopolists operate to maximize their profits. When confronted by government, what is the most common resolution? The most common resolution is what's called fair return. And fair return is defined either at where price equals ATC or where total revenue equals total cost. So one potential resolution is when government says to monopoly, we'll let you only charge what it costs you to make this product. However, once a monopoly is guaranteed to cover its costs, their costs can be anything. So there's no efficiency incentive there. Speaking of efficiency, the highest efficiency is allocative efficiency. I'll call it a lock efficiency. And it's where price equals marginal cost. This vital information allows a consumer to know the actual cost at that level of production. No good decisions can be made with inaccurate information. And this provides the most accurate information, allocative efficiency. Also, it maximizes surplus. Usually, the surplus of the consumers maximize at the cost of the producer. Another potential goal is productive or technological efficiency. And this seeks to minimize ATC, so we want to have a minimum ATC. In history, you'll see such goals during wartime. A country will want to make bullets, rifles, life jackets at the lowest cost per unit. And finally, we have price discrimination. So, price discrimination. And price discrimination has each customer paying a unique price, but the thing about price discrimination, it is allocatively efficient. So we'll just put here price discrimination at where price equals MC. Even under price discrimination, a monopolist is not going to make a unit whose marginal cost is greater than its marginal revenue. Okay, so here's what's provided right here. We have the prices and the costs for 1 through 6 units. The first thing that needs to be done is total revenue needs to be found. So selling 1 unit for $120, we have total revenue of $120. Selling 2 for $90, we have total revenue of $180. Selling 3 for $60, also total revenue of $180. So somewhere the point of unit elasticity is 2 point something units. I know this is getting cluttered. 4 times 40 is total revenue of 160. If we have 5 times 30, that is going to be a total revenue of 150. And 6 times 20 is a total revenue of 120. Okay. So let me give you some dividers here. Okay. So we have total revenue. If from total revenue we take our total cost, so it's costing me 130. I'm getting paid 120. So pi is a symbol for profit. So I lose $10 by making only 1. By making 2, I have a profit of 30. By making 3, I break even. So fair return. Does that ring a bell? I'm taking in 160. It's costing me 220. I lose 60. Here I lose even more, so the rest of here are losses. This difference being a loss of 120. And this here being a loss of 210. Okay. What about allocative efficiency? What about productive efficiency? To find those, we need marginal cost, we need ATC. So let us first find marginal cost. Marginal cost is the change in cost. So to make that second unit, we incur 30 more in cost. Again, to make a third unit, getting up to 180 from 150. Getting to 220 from 180 is a marginal cost of 40. Here we have a marginal cost of 50. And finally, a marginal cost of 60. So those are our marginal costs. Maybe this is ringing a bell, or marginal cost equals price. And finally, we're going to need ATC. We will need ATC. All right. So let's see here. 130 over 1. 130 over 1 gives us 130. 150 over 2 gives us 75. 180 divided by 3 is 60. 220 divided by 4 is 55. 270 divided by 5 is 54. And we have 55 again here. So, to conclude, if we want to use the various goals that have been identified, profit max, the only level of output that is profitable without discrimination is making 2. We make a profit of 30. Everywhere else, there are not positive profits. So, if the goal is profit max, the quantity we release are 2. Price is pretty steep at 90, and our profits are 30. Our profits at 30, okay. If we want to find fair return, we know with fair return our profits will be 0. And we find fair return because under fair return, total cost and total revenue are the same at both 180, and price equals ATC at 160. So at fair return, we release 3 units, and that results in some price relief right down to 60. The profit is 0. Okay. What happens with allocative efficiency? Well, let me skip that one and do productive or technological efficiency. And productive and technological efficiency happens where? Well, right there. That is productive technological efficiency. So let me describe it as such. So that's productive technological efficiency. Profit of 0. I'll describe this as being fair. This one here is profit max. Productive technological efficiency. Yes, make 5 to drive down cost per unit. But that's going to result in a whopping loss of $120. But not only do we drive down cost per unit, we drive down price. Price is $30. All right. Allocative efficiency. Allocative efficiency happens at quantity 4. Let price equal marginal cost. So allocative efficiency happens at quantity 4. We have a price of 40. We have a loss of minus 60. Okay. Finally, what about price discrimination? Price discrimination, let each consumer be charged a unique price. As I've mentioned, price discrimination is allocatively efficient, so it will happen right here. So we must use a different approach. Under price discrimination, our total revenue is what? Total revenue is cumulative. We know our total cost at 4, it's listed here at 220. But our total revenue are all of these units added up one by one. So The last guy pays 40, the first guy pays 120, the second guy pays 90, the third guy pays 60, and there are no rebates, there are no refunds. So I know this is 100, this is 190, and so we'll have 310. That's 20, but that's 120. So our total revenue is 310. I almost missed that 100 there. So under price discrimination, we will have a whopping profit of 90. Remember, price discrimination is allocatively efficient. So find allocator, add up all those prices to find your cumulative total revenue. So this is a cumulative total revenue. Cumulative, I know that's a scary word in academia. All right, cumulative total revenue. One mistake I see way too often is students have a cumulative cost. There's no such thing as cumulative cost. What does it cost to make 4? It costs 220. Do not add up 220 plus 180 plus 150. No, there's no such thing as cumulative cost in this exercise. So to make 4, the cost is 220. The cumulative revenue is 310. All right, I hope this has made the Monopoly matrix clear, and thank you for watching.